name is Akim Larmond,
And I am Leroy Spencer.
and this is the Social Buzz podcast, our very first episode. So before we get into it, a little introduction. We started this podcast as a means of giving back, really. Giving back in the sense of information back to youths and even persons older who can use that information, in their everyday lives as well. And also for motivation, because we are two guys who, came from almost nothing, and created, something with our lives. So without further ado, I'll let Lele introduce himself first and just give us a little synopsis of how he grew up, and stuff like that.
Well, yes, as Akim alluded to, my name is Leroy, otherwise known as Lele. That's my pseudonym for those who don't know. But just a little bit about myself. Born and raised here in Jamaica. Kind of went to local primary school, Arborview Primary School. Left primary school, did the common entrance back in my days. That was left and went to Camperdown, where I matriculated and did pretty well for myself doing my school year, I would say. And then I kind of took my talents overseas, where I kind of matriculated further within the collegiate field, as well as other areas where I'm now I would say quite successful in my career where I'm doing right now. Had a strong sports background, but not so much now. But just my life is just a sports guy in general.
Yeah.
Not I want to cut it long, but that's a brief kind of synopsis of just the whole idea about who I am.
Yeah. So where I on the other hand, you guys will see a lot of similarities between us both because we were actually from the same street.
Absolutely.
Born and raised the same area. Obviously, Lele is older than me, but my path is somehow similar because just like Lele, I took GSAT. I went on, to high school here in Jamaica, and then I eventually got a scholarship to go overseas, just like Lele, and then from there, we made the steps of leaping into a world that we didn't know nothing of, as 18, 19-year-olds going on our own into a big country, that we were never used to, so we had to learn as we go, and hence again why this here is the podcast,
And as Akim alluded to, this is the basis of the podcast.
Yeah.
As he told his story, I told mine. That's where the foundation of the podcast is. The inception, the birth of it, because us together went through similar ideals. Sports background, did schoolwork, as we would say, quite intellectual in the schoolwork, excelled pretty well. So we were like, okay, let's go back and give back to the community. Not giving back in terms of monetary gains or anything like that, but something that the kids could look up to. Something that the kids could say, okay, I want to be like Akim and Leroy. I want to see that path. I want to go to college because a lot of kids here don't talk about college overseas.
Yeah.
Maybe the opportunity is not there. So with the birth of this podcast, it's a foundation for that platform for these kids to come out and have an idea of what we can do, and so they can realize that they can do it too.
Yeah.
So just to kind of give you that idea of why this podcast was brought about.
And just to cement some things that you just said, where a lot of people think that life is just so full of monetary gains,
Exactly.
but they don't understand that knowledge is really power.
Key.
You understand? So you can have a lot of money and don't know what to do with it.
Key.
You understand? So this is why we're here. Just to spit game, onto the youths. Especially us being residents overseas, but choosing to come back home, and doing this back home, we see it as a major plus in our eyes, because we're just two youths who just genuinely want to give back, and this is just one of the means, which we can do that and be expressive, in which people can understand us as well.
Absolutely.
A lot of people, might think that our podcast, is for controversy. We will try to stay away from that, to the best of our abilities, because we want to create a safe space for anyone that can come on this podcast.
Absolutely. Because, I mean, we all know we live in Jamaica. We all know we live in, even in the world today, controversy sells, but that's not the point of this podcast. We try to set aside ourselves, try to ostracize from that type of media platform. We try to do something different, especially two males in terms of similar backgrounds, setting that side apart and being it motivation, keeping it motivation and uplifting, I think is the key to this podcast. You might not find it so much within this type of medium, but there's a first for everything, and I feel like we want to create and break those barriers. Let it be like you can do a podcast where it's strictly motivational. You don't tear anyone down to gain any clout, as they would say in today's society, or gain any fame. This is not a fame. This is just strictly uplifting and a motivational dialogue.
Yeah.
I say to help people like you and I, Akim and I, share their story to the world, because you have people out there right now who don't have an audience or a platform to go on, and we want to make Social Buzz in the future that platform for them to come out and just let their story be heard, or let their piece be heard, because this is the safe space for it. So
Yeah.
that's kind of what we're going on.
Yeah, and not where it is limited to, just one set of persons. It can be where even a student now in high school who wants to go overseas, we can introduce him on the podcast.
Absolutely.
And he can give us a brief synopsis of how is it going now in the field, with him, now modern days, time, whereas we in the past, had a different journey.
Absolutely.
So him can give us a little game, because it's all about, we're not believing that we are too old to learn.
Nope.
So we can give game, but we can also take it and receive it, and just dwell on it and bring both, past and present together and create something that, can be fulfilling.
Yeah, it's a definitely winning culture. As you were saying about just the student atmosphere, or giving that student a chance, student who is practically sitting the CXC right now. Come and give your 2 cents, your motivational speech, or what we were saying, that your drive, share it with the world, what the world needs to know, because you never know what you're going through, what others going through. Your story might just change someone from even committing that next step of a suicide or anything else. I don't want to kind of delve there, but just to see what the motivation side I'm going with. Like, it's really good. Like, for me, I basically learn of people, other people. So whether you share a story to me, like, or whether you I see in visual learning, but I learn off examples.
Yeah.
So like basically, other people sharing their story, it's a learning curve for me to be like, okay, that's good. I even learn about them as a person too. So good to kind of break down those walls, break down barriers, any type of, I would say, negative connotation that you had about that person.
Yeah.
This is a good space to come, let your voice be heard, and kind of, I can say, let down that wall, let down that guard.
Yeah.
And be yourself. And that's what we want for this type of platform, hence the word social buzz.
Yeah.
That ring to it, kind of that buzz. We want to definitely give you, that speaker, that buzz to come and, tell the world what's your buzz. So, that the world can know about who you are too. So this is just the introduction, but there's many more to come, I would say, because I said before, this really started off just the growth of us, you and I basically having that similar part.
Yeah.
And kind of want to share it with the world. Like, a lot of people probably don't know, see you and I in the streets and don't know, like, one, we have many degrees, combined together. We basically played all garners of sports, whether it's junior level, high school level, collegiate level. There's so much stature or rank within you and I, within just that type of atmosphere. And I think a lot of people don't know. They might see us on the street. They might say, okay. They might even see the cars. They might see the walks, the clothes, and they don't know where that came from. And I
Yeah.
really think that this introduction is a good start for them to kind of learn about us,
Yeah.
who we are as a person, and let them know we're cool too. Basically, we're not here to just sit them and not saying hello on the street, but we are here a safe place. They can come up to us and ask us questions. We're always here to help.
Yeah.
Can teach a lot of students. Anyone can come to us. It's a safe space, and that's what we want.
Yeah, and definitely in a world where, a lot of people, they don't want to share the game to others.
All right.
Which I mean, we two guys like us who, this is what we do. We want to see others win.
Yep.
And I
Absolutely.
believe if everyone had that same, approach, obviously the world would be a better place.
Yep.
You understand? But we do understand that not everyone is the same.
Yep.
But
Like you said,
obviously
we're in
we
a
were
level.
raised different, and we carry that in all walks of life. No matter how someone might treat us, we still, have that pureness in our heart, same way.
Absolutely.
And again, this is just the platform for us to, as we said before, just give back and, show youths that, hey, listen, nobody's perfect. And we, not because we say we have degrees and stuff, that no means it was book rats. You
Exactly.
understand?
Oh,
But
troublemaker in the
yeah,
making.
but we take our
Absolutely.
time and we
Yeah.
adjusted, to whatever situation it is. And we didn't discriminate, we don't judge, and that's what people need to understand that
So,
you can be who you are and still become successful in life.
I'm glad you touched on that topic too, because sometimes I'm good kind of diversify my stuff, kind of give the audience a little pato side,
Yeah.
still keep the intellectual side to it. But I'm glad you touched on that side because it's a perfect segue into like the introductory of this podcast. Like, so we decided say we're gonna start this podcast basically for that side, but the people them still want to know who is Leroy, who's Akim. I feel like that brief introduction never really give the people them I would say the people them, but I
Yeah.
give that part aside to it, but give the audience, I would say that, so I'm gonna just kind of take a step back a little bit within that introductory side and just probably ask a few questions,
Yeah.
To you, basically. So even though I know, others
Yeah.
who want to know can, understand. So what I know of you, basically, I as the older one, I always see you like, know if you're playing soccer. Never really got a chance to watch you doing the experience, and I don't think you got a chance to watch me doing
Yeah.
my matriculation either. But you hear stories, we have the same friends. So like, you hear like, okay, Lele went to America, Akim went to America. So what motivated you, I would say, let's start there to say, okay, I wanted to like make that next step from like say 12, and that's my journey. I wanted to take it to the next step of going overseas. You never really had no mindset of going to UA.
No.
Right.
No, so actually when I was playing Manning Cup back then for KC and being the captain and everything and everybody know me and being talented, you know, I was hit with an injury back in 2014.
Who was the coach then?
You know,
Back then when you
that
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 coach?
year we had Lenny Hyde as the coach.
Oh, the great
When they,
Leroy Hyde.
yeah, the year when we did get hurt, Lenny was the coach. But who brought me into KC was Ludlow and Coach Donovan,
Okay.
Coach DV.
Yeah.
So I had to sit out that year. I played under DV first.
Okay.
You understand? Then he left. I played under Lenny. Then Lenny left and I played under Lodi. But why I bring that up is to say that back then when I was playing, it was mainly just for play ball.
Okay.
I wasn't really thinking about bookwork. You understand?
Just
I
ball
was
I get you out.
yeah, me just did always I come second to last in a class. We never business about a book. You understand? I know I said I could have do the work and everybody always say to me, say you're naturally bright, you can do the work. But I just never business,
So your vision was just ball.
Yeah,
Ball.
at
Okay.
that
I want
time,
to become
yeah.
a professional soccer player.
Definitely.
Okay.
So that was just it at the time. You understand? Until you grow older and you meet other people, then you hear your story, and then Ryan Thompson, also known as Gada, hear Feem's story, which Gada actually come from the road beside me.
Yeah, next red and blue man,
Yeah.
Camperdown man as myself. But
the same harbor view, And then you start to think, opportunities start to come, because before I was injured, I had around 7 Division 1 scholarship offers.
Injured, like what kind of injury they get?
I had ACL tear, all my ligaments were torn, ACL, MCL, PCL,
Which foot?
right knee, and that was a game down by Waterford.
Oh,
You know,
ACL.
yeah,
I know hard injury if I come back from, man. Or you was able to kind of, sorry for cutting in the middle of your story, but then ACL injury, don't know if you go to college. Oh, you overcome that for people right now who are go through something similar, an injury, a setback, and say, so them can't make it. A man like you right now who does a talk right now, I'm just overhear the term ACL, which is, as for those who know, is a cruciate, ligament.
yeah,
One of the most, very cruciate ligament in the body, especially the knee,
yeah,
the knee to move. So here you say, no, you tear your ACL in your right knee, you say?
yeah.
In your right knee, that, how long you were out for? Like, let me show that a little bit. Let me understand
So
like a little bit.
so the injury process was when I got hurt, thankful to KC, especially the principal, Mr. Myrie, he took it upon himself to get it fixed right away. So I was seeing treatment, and they diagnosed it that it was tear, and I had to do surgery, to fix it. And by right is a 9-month treatment.
Wow.
9 months, you'd be 9 months out.
That's a full school year.
So yes, but I was back within like 6-7 months, and how I got over it is because of the love and the passion for the game.
So you put in the work.
Yeah. So you understand, like, hey, listen, you have a chance of coming back. This don't define who you are.
So you hear that?
You understand?
You hear that? Basically, it never give up. Just for those who listening, the injury is not the end of your career, could be a stepping stone
Yeah.
towards something different. So continue.
Yeah, definitely. And then I went through that process, and it took me some time to start thinking, where we left off, where it I'm saying it's CXC time now.
Yeah.
You understand? Who I'm injured. All the offers were off the table now.
Wow.
So I had to somewhat buckle down, and focus on the bookwork, which obviously ended up, went well, getting 8 subjects out of 10.
Okay.
You understand? Moving on to 6th form.
Which do you feel now? Now just run past that a little bit.
Spanish and physics. We should
know
tell
it's a-
everybody something that
You know, it's a motivational podcast. So still want to motivate the youth to know, say, failure is not the end of the world. It's a gift to make sure that you don't make the same mistakes again.
Yeah.
Understand? So, basically, you can fail as me define it is as face everything, face and leave. How do you call it again? face all and leave or something like that. Or,
yeah,
or something
like
and
that.
rise. But,
Yeah, face everything and rise.
it's as fair.
Yeah.
Fair as fair.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
still in kind of for that failure
Yeah.
business.
And
But
I want to tell you something, not even call things failure again.
exactly.
When you go through life and been through so much, especially at a young age, you just call things lessons.
Okay,
Not
so-
even call it failure anymore.
So the lessons in our life,
Mm.
you lesson Spanish, which you never feel. no, but I understand. So
Yeah.
you feel Spanish, you feel what again?
Physics.
Physics.
Yeah.
Okay. And you get 8 subject now. So no ball. You just say, okay, Spanish. Okay, we're not really not talking about that, what I'm saying. As far as the ball, you get 8 subject. That's really good.
Yeah, but
Coming out of KC.
Yeah, but they have 1 more year left in the Manning Cup. So
Okay.
get the subject then, man. I was able to move on to 6th form for playing my last year in the Manning Cup.
Okay. So you actually went to 6th form.
Yeah, man. We
Okay.
spent 1 year in a 6th form.
Okay.
And play Manning Cup. And that is when now, the talks of going overseas come now, because since all the Division 1 offers were off the table,
Okay.
I had to look at now junior college.
Still an opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I had got an offer for a junior college. It wasn't a full scholarship like them Division 1 offers. But then now my brain started saying, hey, let's take that leap, and just give it a shot. It's just me alone, really. I don't have nobody overseas, at that obviously at the time, who I can call on and say, hey, and can pay the rest of my school fee.
Yeah.
No, but we went about it and tried to make something out of the opportunity at the end of the day.
Grasp it with both hands, as they would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with that being said, when I want to go too far, I want to touch on your side. So
Yeah.
how it was during your time for getting, attaining your football prowess for go overseas and extend yourself. How that go? How that
Yeah.
process they go?
As kind of share with the audience earlier, like left primary school, I went to Camperdown. For those who know, shout out to the red and blue family.
Make purple.
You know? But
Yeah.
so yeah, but we got Camperdown, and Camperdown was just like, okay. I had a sister that went there before, so it wasn't really a new environment. I had nowhere Camperdown is had a kind of idea of Camperdown itself, but my first time going to the school, I come with a primary school, yeah, ball. I want to go play football, but I had other desires, to be honest with you. I played other sports, but football was the main sports. I did track and field as well. But ball, I play Pepsi, the traditional, matriculation sports, from Pepsi to Coles, from Coles to Manning Cup. And funny enough, a lot of people don't know, the first year of Manning Cup, I believe I was in 10 or 11th grade.
Yeah.
I never get in a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, them never give me a game. Yeah, so the
Oh, you
things
never good?
no, I want in my mind, I want to tell you something better than the person who me thinks I play over me.
Yeah.
Because you always have that vision.
Mm.
Me know something better than him. Other people that have been better than him. But at the time, I just don't know what. The coach come from America, rest in peace, Barrington Gaynor. Love you dearly, my coach,
Cabra.
Yeah, Cabra, as
Yeah.
I'm calling.
Yeah, man.
So, but him just come from America and him pick him team and me who thinks that me that gonna start the first game just come, never give me no jersey. No jersey. So me sit down there and just I say, okay, couldn't do nothing. Next game, things that me that go, kind of work more in the team and I just realize what him do. No more, me give him a jersey, but no game.
Yeah.
At the time, I had age to play Coles. So I say, no, let ego got the best of me. I went to Coles. Like I said, now I go bench under some players I'm know better than. And in my mind, maybe I should just humble myself and know some time will come.
Maybe you should
As a
just face
team,
the challenge.
Yeah, I face the challenge as a team, but at the time, ego, peer pressure, so much things in a community, knowing you're a big baller and then for come 1 year say you're bench.
Yeah.
No, so I can't work with that. So I'm just go Coles. I'm go Coles. I captain the Coles team. Never really went to think second round. Never really work out. And then this is where it hit me when we really had to watch the Manning Cup team right now after the Coles team out.
Yeah.
And one of my best friend who also passed on, Action, Alanda Argyle, he was playing Manning Cup. I feel like I was a better player than him, but we played two different positions.
Yeah.
So we were best at our own strengths. And I wouldn't say it was a wake-up call. Watching him now playing into the Manning Cup, I think next round against Charlie Smith,
Yeah.
playing against players like Bassa, otherwise known as Master, Blackburn,
Yeah.
Are those players. I really watch and I'm saying, I'm me for the right there, so why me there, so I watch it, and then just had a different mindset then. I think that year just completely focused. Actually, that year too, I actually left after that ball done. I started playing Scooch and Squiz.
Yeah.
Funny as people know, that kind of had a love for the quiz type of stuff. I started playing Scooch and Squiz. I started just hanging around the team,
Yeah.
Scooch and Squiz team, and ended up working my way and getting a spot too.
Yeah.
On the team. So that was just a next motivation. Being benched on the Manning Cup team really got me to Scooch and Squiz. No lie.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know that story. And then the next year, in the Manning Cup 6 form, I get a couple subject them. Get actually 5 subject out of 7. Yeah, you want to know me feel right now? Me feel maths. Yeah, I'm gonna get a 5 in a maths. So, for those who don't know, it's okay to say you fail. And I say it's not even fail. It was my weaker subject.
Yeah.
And I, never really had a focus for that subject. I was strong in English and Spanish. It's funny enough, the subject that you failed, Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really strong in it. So I failed maths, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, biology, which I think I shouldn't have failed biology. I think my lab was messed up with that. But that's a different story. But I got 5 out of 7, and the reason I went into 12 transit, then I went to the because I didn't have a campanella rule where you had like to have maths and
Oh,
English
okay, yeah.
to be in the full 12th grade.
Mhm.
But I never really met that deter me. Because I say, I know I'm smart, I know stuff, but not having maths, I not really make that deter me from who I am. So
Yeah.
went into 12th chance. It's still 12th grade, but yeah, you still have to like take back a safety subject.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do back maths and still fail again. Yeah.
You get 4 that time.
Yeah, I get 4 at a time
Yeah.
again. And then, went upper 6 and take it over and get a
And get
3.
3,
Yeah, and then
finally.
decide to say, yo, I hate that. Chalk it off of the
Yeah.
book. But, played the second year my sixth form, which when we were sixth form, I was the vice captain of the team. Starter now, guaranteed starter.
Mhm.
Feel like say, was a top player in my mind. Because as a player, if you don't feel like you're a top player, don't play the game.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. So the final year I ended up being the captain of both the Manning Cup and School Challenge Quiz team. And we had a really good run. We went to the World Cup final, went to the Manning Cup semi-final, and we lost both of them humbly, 3-0, Calabar and Excelsior. And then really that was the pivot where a lot of coaches started coming down to from
Recruit.
from America
Yeah.
to recruitment
Yeah,
process. And I remember they start do like any other peer. They start a little bit don't take it serious.
Yeah.
And then we start take it serious at one point. And indecisive. And then make up my mind, we start play for Harbour View. And then one phone call really changed my life. I'm tell people to this day, one phone call changed my life, and it was a friend in high school. Anyway, there right now, Nyron Edwards, as I know that's Chacha. Big up yourself. And the reason I say that, I never really had a plan. I said I go play a professional ball at Harbour View. If you say collecting $15,000 a month, $20,000 was rich life.
Yeah.
Honestly. And I just say, okay, have it, I can do my thing, get a couple youth, and that's gonna be my career. But that one phone call when I get from the youth there changed my life. And because him there tell me say, yo, him know me have the vision, know say I have the schoolwork. I'm say if you don't want to be a part of this, it's like SAT situation, it's like 4E.
Yeah, man.
This man the program, I'm say some coach will come down, and me and a couple of my friends them go and we'll get scouted out, and scouted out, get the scholarship wasn't full.
Yeah.
And then we'd have to lean upon some friends here for like sponsor. I'll be like sponsor sheet to me determine.
Yeah.
Like the school times I need $1,000 and boys and girls $1,000. That's a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Especially back then.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Definitely.
So I said, where me I get that from? I build a sponsor sheet and that's where the determination come from. I never really sit back and say, yo, me I gonna make just $1,000 stop me opportunity.
Yeah.
You understand? Just build a sponsor sheet, I walk around, knock on people's door. Build it intelligently, knowing that it's for a good cause.
Yeah.
Went back to my high school, asked the principal, a couple other past students, such as, Assassin, big up yourself, Jeffrey Campbell, and Wave Hines, them help out.
Yeah.
Even my friends helped out. And I remember coming up with $896. And I went back to the recruiter and gave it to him. And he looked at me and was like, you're very determined. And I am going to pay the rest for you.
Boss, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to boss me basically.
Yeah,
I'm going to say, all right. And that whole week, it took me one whole week. I got the recruitment the Monday. The Tuesday, I went to the embassy. The Thursday, I get my visa. Take me there to celebrate and go party with a friend. But that never happened. My mother had different plans. The Friday, I'm in America.
Yeah.
2006, August 18th.
Yeah. So, some points you touch, again with the similarities, with a friend helping you.
Yeah.
When I got the offer to go to a junior college, it was solid. It was a friend of mine by the name of Sean Morgan, also known as Goatee, who is the owner of Maestro Sports, who sponsor
Maestro Sports,
this as well.
Maestro Sports, check them out.
Yeah. So, Sean Morgan, Goatee, I call him Goatee. We met when Goatee come KC 6 farm. You see me? And it was so...
Which school Goatee come from?
St. Catherine High School.
Oh, so Goatee, catching man. All right, Goatee.
Yeah. So it was so ironic where Goatee come KC 6 farm. We had a solid team, but that was the year when my foot did get messed up.
Okay.
You understand? So, Byron, we never build onto field ban as all we should. But off the field, we just had that ban like nothing else. It just clicked automatically.
Don't afraid for say just the tournament is never good at the time, you know.
No,
You
no,
tell
no,
you,
no,
you
no,
know,
no, no, no,
on
no.
the field ban and that.
No,
Okay.
Gotti was a
And
starter.
I quote it, no, man, I say on the field ban. You and him never, you and him never have a on the field ban. Goatee himself or
No, I'm saying on
the
the field
team,
ban
the team
because
itself.
of the time frame.
Okay, the team
And me
itself.
being injured.
Oh, so Goatee come, you was not in the goal then when Goatee
Yeah,
just
so
come.
we,
Okay.
preseason we did it,
Gotcha.
but
Understanding now.
2 games
Just
in the,
for people who don't know, me just they want to get that
Yeah.
story right. So
yeah,
don't
so
miss
2
nothing.
games in, me come out of the team, so when I say I know, like we're playing together.
Yeah. So, okay,
understand?
that
So-
chemistry on the
Yeah,
field because
yeah.
at the time you were injured.
Yeah.
Goatee came from catching, no, and who the coach it then when
It
Goatee
was
come?
Lenny. Lenny was the coach at
Lenny.
that time.
Okay, so Lenny again. Okay, because
Yeah.
remember when they get injured, say it was Lenny and then DV and
Yeah,
then
man.
Lodi.
It was
Okay.
DV first,
DV
was my
first.
coach, then Lenny,
Okay,
and then
so-
Coach Lodi.
Okay, so
Ludlow.
so Lenny at the time, Sean came in to the KC
Yeah.
from catching and what position Sean play?
Center back.
Okay,
He's a center back, just like you.
okay,
You understand? So, anyways, so Gotti come and after a period of time, Gotti did I go overseas.
okay.
Him never need any scholarship because family, team family stuff was being sorted out. And I remember when him look for me and him said that I'm not left here Jamaica to suffer. You understand? And it reached to a point where Gotti himself starts sending out email to other college coaches overseas. And at this so you really get the seriousness of it. Like, this really can happen.
Okay.
Until, a day come when he put me in a group with this coach. And the coach see my highlight video and him say him like me. And Gotti say, him not go to school unless the coach take me. So I saw now talks start get serious between me and the coach.
And which school was that?
Northeastern Junior College,
Where is that?
Colorado.
Okay.
So after now, go to tell him, say, hey, man, nah come unless you take the keeper you might have. You see me? So now the talks get serious between me and the coach. I get the goal, you get the I-20. Now the part, now if you get the money now, if you go look for visa and stuff like that.
Hey.
You see me? So as you say, you go around with a sponsor sheet.
Yeah.
What I did, I kept a fish fry.
Okay.
You understand? At that time, there was an article in the school, on the school website stating that I was the first Jamaican to ever sign with Northeastern Junior College.
Okay.
So I'm going to print out that and use it as a means of showing people support the fish fry.
So this was on Casey's website.
No, this was on the Junior College
Oh,
website.
over.
Yeah.
So so that was basically credibility for you to show people, and not only that, that's that motivational banner to say, okay, yeah, I'm going overseas. This is legit. What I'm doing here is for a good cause.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So I have to take that print out there and show people. You understand that, hey, this is what I do the fish fry, for help. I take money so I can do my visa and stuff for go overseas. You understand? It definitely went well. Because I never had money at the time. And there was this lady that lived on Road, Renee, our workplace. Remember she gave me a check for 20,000. So it's like them order the food beforehand. So that was the money when we could have.
20,000 worth of fish. How much fish that?
Yeah, man.
Couple.
Yeah.
My word.
So
But back then still.
yeah. And I think tickets were $1,000 each, so probably 20.
20 fish.
Yeah.
Wow.
You understand? But that was the starter for start things. You understand? And I saw, me get for, all of my friends them come together and everything went well. After it done, I did have the money, for can pay for my visa and stuff like that. I did fall short, I call upon others, such like, having Harborview Football Club as my background as well, and I talk to Coach Lodi.
Okay.
And Ricardo Gardner also helped me, because I needed help with the flight. So him did that, if I can't remember quite well, and him give me like,
He help with the flight?
yeah, baby.
And say this
30
is
something like that.
this is really like, I would say, ironic because say is baby bought my flight to go to America.
Yeah.
I'm kidding you not.
Yeah, man.
Like, but it was an introduction for me. Him know me a long time, but my cousin who is Ricardo Scarlett, Liquor Baby,
Yeah, man.
him the one who really gave me that avenue to introduce me to the Ricardo Gardner, and him buy him a ticket to go America too. So it's funny enough you say that.
Yeah.
So never want to cut it, but doesn't say Ricardo got to buy a ticket at the time. So shout out baby anyway you're there in the world. You know,
Yeah,
it
man.
seemed like you really help the youths them right now. And
Definitely.
2 youths right now who have said this right now, you're supposed to know say this is a really mean well coming back for see what we are doing right now.
Yeah.
At the start where you give to us as youth. So, you know, shout out and respect. Bless yourself anyway there.
Yeah. I'm just believe, say, you know, amidst everything that God put me in a place where, you know, starting off at JC, passing for JC, things never work out there due to financial reasons, going to go to school every day.
Okay.
Then ending up at Donald Quarry for a couple of months. You know, and
Hold on. For the people them know. So
Yeah.
at JC Down Quarry, all that switch to go now.
yeah, so it was JC first. I'm actually passed for
Okay.
from GSAT.
So you got JC Jamaica College,
Yeah.
Oak Road for those who don't know. Then we're full blue.
Mm-hmm.
Then the only school now we're khaki. Back in the days with the kind of say, yo, them boy they so fresh.
Yeah.
And then we're full blue. Them now for go bring the dirty, the dude uniform now as we call it. But so JC, Jamaica College,
Yeah.
top school, pa all up road, all boys school for those who don't know. And you get you pass your GSAT, you went to
Yeah.
JC.
Yeah.
Good school.
Pass
You,
JC,
you
play Pepsi.
so you finished JC.
Yeah.
And
No,
then
I go JC up until second farm.
okay.
And I want to tell you, say, first farm, I never play Pepsi because I'm afraid. Because them, as I make talks to the youth, they are big keeper, so I never go. Second farm, I go, get the start, make my name. You know, and I saw my name, everybody start know who is this Larmond.
Okay, so you
And
finished JC second farm?
Yeah, man, finish second farm.
Okay.
You understand? Then eventually leave, you know, due to financial reasons.
Okay.
You know.
So that was
Um,
okay.
Yeah, ended up at Dalancor, which is a walk away from home.
So that was the reason. So
Yeah.
because you more so know it's closer, you can
Yeah.
walk, go to school. You being from Harborview, down and Quarry in Harborview, okay.
Yeah.
That kind of makes sense now, because
Yeah.
I didn't really it's not no this is not a more so a controversial opinion to Dan and Quarry, but back then you try to aim to pass for schools like JC
Yeah.
higher. You know, so when to hear him saying went from JC to Dan and Quarry, I never want only thing because the audience say he got expelled or anything
Yeah.
or anything. So just wanted to clear the ear so I understand the story from that point. So continue.
Yeah, and even if I did, you know,
No, nothing wrong,
that's what
but
it is, you know.
just the one to get the understanding,
yeah,
all the switch
definitely.
and stuff the audience learn and get to understand. So even if them things say, you might think say, yo, my friend them gonna look for me and say,
Yeah.
DQ me I go right
Yeah,
now. That
no.
wasn't your
No.
mindset, and that's that
No.
more on them get.
Yeah.
You know, you had to make that conscious decision saying, you know what, financially, I know that I couldn't really afford to take 2 buses too, one to
Yeah.
77, so
Yeah.
and I walk in this time for school, so I still can get an education there, which shout out to DQ as well.
Yeah.
DQ was able to obtain you as a student now and help you to still matriculate. And that's someone, as I'm ask them
Yeah,
question
man.
because I
Yeah,
really want the audience understand, you know, this wasn't a decision just, okay, I just left JC and go DQ.
Yeah.
And it's possible to do it and still rise.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, continue.
Definitely. So while start Donald Quarry now, when you get a call for go Hydel. So
Okay.
during I don't remember when it was, but I used to train with the Manning Cup team and I get a scholarship for go Hydel. I remember this like yesterday, one day I go Hydel training and I get a call from Coach Ludlow.
Bernard.
Because I play for Harborview from me a 6-year-old. So Coach Ludlow come like a father to me. You know? So get a call, you know, and the phone calls was, you want to go KC?
Just want to go KC, sir?
Yeah.
So who wouldn't say no? Who would I say no?
I mean, upon the bus, me I go in for go idle trade in the day and in the split of a second, you know, as a youth,
Yeah.
I say, I couldn't say no, obviously.
And you were going to DQ then, but you're still training with
Yeah,
Ida.
yeah,
Okay.
just, you know, a better opportunity was arising.
Yeah.
You know? But I'm going to say in the split of a second, yeah. I'm going to say it in a way because, obviously, as a youth, knowing Coach Ludlow for so long, you know him.
No, I'm not going to make enough.
Yeah, him have your best interest at heart
absolutely.
at all times.
Yeah.
No matter how it might come at you, you know, fierce, you know, but you know,
Yeah,
apartheid. You understand?
That's a part of the coaching staff.
So that's where now KC come into play. You understand? Me now starting KC in 9th grade. You see me? And then
Okay,
my
so-
life.
Hold on, there's no one cut it. So, but so you went from JC, which is you say start DQ, you went back to DQ 8th grade. You repeat 8th grade.
No,
DQ?
I'm going to start DQ 9th
9th
grade.
grade.
Yeah,
and just
and
so
then
you went to DQ how long? That one of people them.
It was 1 year. Can call
Oh,
it
1 year. So you go back to KC and repeat that 9th
Repeat
grade.
9th grade.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
That me just one of the people them know.
So that's why me never get a chance to play calls. I
Okay.
have a sit out, so I go DQ, I couldn't
Yes,
play. I have a
transfer
sit
student.
out.
For those who don't know,
Yeah,
if you transfer during the non-sixth form period,
yeah,
you
I
have
have a
to
sit
sit
out a
out
year.
a
Yeah.
year after the school period if you change school, transfer school. So for those who don't know and want to think about switching schools, that's something to consider. So
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah, so I have a sit out a year also at KSC. Um, but again, as I said, the opportunity arise because I think, I was placed, in certain situations at the right moment. You understand? Now coming to KSC, having the opportunity, you never knowing how big it would have turned out in the sense where the alumni or even the own principal would have your back like that. You
So
understand?
KC, when you go KC, a ball, you go say, oh, me go play, Lord, okay, up for us, go play a ball. Or you must say, you with them, I know you can, so I go school. The division was strictly ball.
Well, in my mindset, I was still young then, so it was just ball.
Okay.
You understand? It was just ball.
Yeah.
Until a teacher said to me, all in the ball, I just come in and play ball and I do the book work.
Okay.
She used to teach me English, may her soul rest in peace. I want to tell you, I never feel in our English
That
class.
wake up call, because sometimes
Yeah.
you just need a wake up call when you go to school. Somebody for us, it can be negative, but then a
Yeah.
wake up call if you just want to prove them wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You say, something going to prove you wrong. So, okay.
Yeah, definitely. So, I do my time, never go so far like you, for go semi-final and final, But, just bearing the name of KC,
Yeah.
it weigh heavy on your shoulder.
Brave may
You see
fall,
me?
but never yield.
You see me? And being the captain number two, that make it even more. Everybody will obviously look up to you.
Yeah.
You understand? And you never mentioned that you captain your team too.
Yeah, I was the
You
captain. Yeah,
understand?
I kind of briefly touched on it, but yeah, definitely. So that's the similarities that I was trying to say to you. Funny enough, when I was a gardener by him ticket, I'm still stuck on that. But it does go. We are too similar right now.
Yeah.
So both captains, Gardner by him both our tickets. There's certain like things there right now. Both of us went to America, similar journey. Played for the community team. In play for Harborview, I did partially play for Harborview, probably so that's good.